Hi, this is Anya Leonard, co-founder of Classical Wisdom, and I'm here today to talk about ancient sea creatures from Greek mythology. The philosopher Plato once remarked that the Greek people were like frogs sitting around a pond, so you can understand how the sea, at once barren and prosperity-bringing, loomed large in the Greek mind. Consequently, there are a slew of sea creatures from Greek mythology. First up were Cilia, which were sea monsters and now also a constellation. They were usually featured in myths of a hero rescuing a sacrificial princess. The Ethiopian Cetus was a sea monster sent by Poseidon to ravage Ethiopia and devour Andromeda, and it was slain by Perseus. The Trojan Cetus was a sea monster that plagued Troy before being slain by Hercules. Meanwhile, the feminine version, Keto, was a beautiful-cheeked marine goddess who is the mother of all sea monsters. She was married to the primordial sea god Phorcys, who is depicted as a fish-tailed merman with crab-claw forelegs and red spiky skin. Not all sea creatures are bad. Take, for instance, the Nereids, which are sea nymphs or female spirits of sea waters. They often accompany Poseidon, the god of the sea, and can be friendly and helpful to sailors, like the Argonauts in their search for the Golden Fleece. Their close relatives, the Sirens, however, have a darker, more deviant element as they sing sailors into cliffs. The Cilia and Charybdis. These two creatures lived on opposite sides of a narrow strait and have become so synonymous that it is impossible to talk about one without mentioning the other. The Charybdis is a ferocious sea monster that lives under a rock on one side of the strait and regularly swallows massive amounts of water, which creates monstrous whirlpools. Similarly, the Cilia lives on the opposite side of the strait and is believed to have been a many-headed sea monster that fed on the flesh of sailors who unwittingly traveled too close. Scolopendra is the largest of the giant sea monsters and is said to be the size of 3 Greek ships. It has a crayfish-like tail, numerous legs along its body which it uses like oars to move, and extremely long hairs that protrude from its nostrils. It is the child of Phorcys and Keto. While not quite creatures, the ancient Greeks also had a large number of sea deities, which of course could be either very good or very bad. The most famous of which is the Olympian Poseidon, the god of the sea and other waters, of earthquakes, and of horses. If he was on your side, as it was the case when the Greeks were going to Troy, all was good. However, if you managed to upset him, as Odysseus did when he blinded Poseidon's son the Cyclops, well, he could make your life pretty miserable indeed. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please check out our website for more videos, articles, ebooks, podcasts, etc. It's at classicalwisdom.com. Thanks.